and gentlemen, welcome back. We're in the ring. I am Master Covert. This is episode 8. And please help me welcome back. She has been missed tremendously. Coach Nikki Oliver, ma'am.
How you doing,
Welcome
sir?
back in the ring. I am
Thank
great.
you. It's good to be back.
You have been so missed from the viewers, from myself, and I'm glad that you are back in the ring.
Thank you.
And doing okay.
Yes, it was quite the weekend. It really was something every day.
Yes, it happened. So we're glad that you're all right. But we're gonna get right into it with Coach Nikki. Coach Nikki hasn't got a chance to even talk about Worlds with us. She's just been on the sidelines. But I do got to give Coach Nikki the major props because without her, respectfully, Master Oliver and I would have no idea how to post these videos these podcasts. So she's still part of it. She just wasn't on camera.
You guys are not the most technologically advanced, but that's okay.
Correct. We make up for it in other things.
You're the talent. You're the face, guys.
We have to be something. So your take on Worlds, man?
First off, congrats to CJ. Obviously, that was a Worlds medal is no easy feat. You know, you guys talked about it, and the comparison between Worlds and Olympics and all that stuff. It is no easy feat to at least to even medal at Worlds, let alone change the color after a quarterfinal, semifinal. So congrats to you, CJ. Good job, bud. As far as the rest of the team, I feel like there was probably a lot. Obviously, we were all very aware that there was a lot of moving pieces, a lot of different outside factors kind of going into it. So hopefully there's going to be a little more stability moving into the next competition season, you know, with the next, I think the team is on their way to Costa Rica. I know that the tops guys just headed out to Costa Rica. They're heading out today. So it should be.
Speaking of that, we're missing another person. We're missing. Sorry, Master Oliver.
We just skated right over him.
So, hey, Master Oliver is not here with us today. He is on an airplane getting ready to go with the tops team to Costa Rica. We wish them nothing but the best, and we hope that they have a repeat of success that they did in Dominican.
In DR, yes, sir.
Safe flight and go USA, go tops, go any U.S. citizens that are going to fight at Costa Rica. Let's win those medals.
This is, and I think that what you just said is super important to kind of like hit home with when it comes to athletes. It's go USA. When we go international, it's go USA. Like
right, we all wear the same. We all wear the same flag.
It's all stripes and stars, babe. Like it's just, you know. So it's going to be a great time. I think that there's going to be a lot of talent there. So I'm excited to maybe review that next week with you.
Yes, yeah, that'd be great. You know? So in regards to you said next competition season, we last weekend there was a competition. They went right from Baku to Rome for the Grand Prix. So shout out to those athletes. I think that they are just phenomenal to just be able to, all right, hey, maybe they had a great result at Worlds, or maybe they didn't do as well as they want. Turn the switch back on. Now it's focused on Grand Prix.
Absolutely.
And we brought home a medal. Woo! Faith Dillon, bronze Grand Prix.
The one and only Faith.
Go. Last when we talked about her about Worlds, you put her in 57, you put her in 62. It doesn't matter. She is fit and ready to compete. And I'm so beyond happy for her to clinch her first Grand Prix medal. And the last Grand Prix women's medal was,
I believe it was Anastasia. It was 2022, no?
Yes. So that's phenomenal. We're super happy for Faith. I definitely am gonna make another comment on it. KPNP at World Championship was just so cleaner to watch compared to the Grand Prix. And don't get me wrong, I still loved watching the Grand Prix, but it's just you saw some things and you're just like, wait, what? That scored?
Or it didn't score?
That didn't score. And it's a little bit. So those that do have a voice, I hope are able to speak up and do what's right for the athletes in regards to saying, hey, let's maybe get one system. This is the system, and let's perfect it to the best of our ability to make sure that our athletes have the best possible opportunities.
Right. One clarification: it was our first. It was our first female Grand Prix medal. I wanted to clarify.
Correct. Shout out to Calfani, who's also got
you, Fani.
Grand Prix medal.
So when it came to the system itself, I feel like in a perfect world, obviously, I would love nothing more than to see one master system, right? Like
Sure,
one
absolutely.
system that's been perfected. I love the Cape. I think out of the two, obviously the KPMP model is so much more effective. I think it's a little more realistic. The scoring sensors, I'm very intrigued to see how Dado Gen 3 with the big like works out. So we'll see how that
Yeah.
goes. But I do think that unfortunately it is an unrealistic hope that we only have
Right.
one, because the reality is that I'm going to assume, and again, opinion, assumption,
Yeah.
right? I'm going to assume that there is a lot of money tied up in these electronic
Who would have thought?
you know, these electronic companies. And I think that when there's money involved, unfortunately, the purity of our sport is kind of compromised sometimes because of it. And regardless of whether that's systems or policies or procedures or whatever it is, as long as money's involved, I do feel like sometimes the athletes are secondhand thoughts.
Yes. And so what I do when I explain it to my home gym and my athletes and my parents, and they're just like, "Ah, we don't understand why we got to have this or that. It adds up. I get it. I just say it's like clay and grass in tennis. Some events are played
Yeah,
on clay, some events are played on the grass. And they're like, yeah, but we don't have to have a different racket. And I go, you are right.
you are correct.
You are correct.
Touche,
But
parents.
but I did like my analogy, so thanks for taking that from me. And
They really just
so
ran with it too, dude.
right, yeah, they're all excited about it. But
Yeah.
in regards to that, we shall see. I know that we have two big events coming up in Florida. We have AAU Nationals, who is around over 3,000 competitors at the moment. I know USAT is having their nationals.
In
They're
Jacksonville.
they're around 800 in Jacksonville. So we have Fort Lauderdale and Jacksonville. I know athletes were 3 weeks away. Hopefully, you're registered, ready to claim that national title. And I know that Florida Gold Coast is preparing and did prepare in a very cool way at Coach Nikki's gym, and she just put on a rumble scrimmage cross training. Tell us about it because it looked awesome.
Oh my gosh. So it was my first scrimmage host, like me hosting it at our school at World Championship Taekwondo, and it was so much fun, dude. We had it was 9 different schools, teams, whatever you want to call them, clubs that came
Sure.
in. We had about 70, I think we ended up with 78. We almost hit that 80 mark, which
Nice.
was just at that limit for my space.
No, that's
um,
awesome though. That you
yeah.
got 9 clubs. That means there's 9 head instructors or coaches that
Hmm.
were able to just put aside any type of differences and say, you know what, let's get together. And I've been saying this. I'm gonna get a T-shirt that says it. Is when there's unity, there's always victory.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that because at the end of the day, sorry, when we go to nationals, I'm repping Michigan. It's
Right.
Michigan time. Just
And
like we
we're
said
repping
when we
Florida, Cope.
they,
Come
yeah,
at me.
we'll see you at the final. So my thing is that you made a great statement saying, okay, when it's international, we're all USA.
Mhm.
You know, when we're at nationals, it's all your state. When you're at a local, it's
It's
all your
your
dojang.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. So I mean, I love the healthy rivalry and camaraderie that there is. But at the end of the day, we want to see great things happen for all athletes.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I love that perspective that you put on is we got to put all our differences aside when it's international. We root for red, white, and blue. When
Hmm.
it comes to nationals, yeah, I'm gonna root for Coach Nikki's athletes as long as they're not fighting mine, you know. And then so, but that's my thing is like I believe that this is something great. I was super happy to see Florida Gold Coast come together and have an awesome training. I guarantee you, every one of those kids or athletes, sorry, made a friend from a different club, and now
Yes.
they're going to feel a little bit more comfortable when they go to nationals, saying, "Oh, hey, I remember from you from the scrimmage, from the
Mhm.
rumble," and they're going to feel a little bit more comfortable. And at the end of the day, about those experiences and the friendships that we make and the camaraderie we build, that's what it's all about at the end of the year, or at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
Um, so I think that was very cool to see. It looked like everyone had an awesome time from coaches, parents, to athletes. So
It was a
great
good
job to
time.
you.
Thank you.
Hey, I
Yeah.
know what it feels like to put yourself on there and be like, hey, I'm gonna have it's like having a party and
No,
then
it was
like
like prom, dude. I was like, are we gonna get stood up? What's happening? I don't know what's
yeah,
gonna happen. You know?
I'm gonna have a cross training and only my athlete showed up. Oh,
Yep.
great job.
Yeah, like little
Uh,
crickets everywhere. No, it really
no,
was a lot of fun. All the parents, I mean, even not just my parents, you know, who are volunteering, which shout out to my high octane team. You guys were awesome. But all the parents that came, they were all hanging out in the lobby. There was a lot of camaraderie. There was a lot of just, you know, it was really nice. I had a little place in the back for the coaches, where we kind of sat and chit chatted. And I think that when you put aside, right, again, local competition aside, you rep where you're from, right? So like,
amen.
and it trickles down based off of the level of competition. So you're international, you rep the US. You're national or stateside, you rep your state. You're stateside, you're in your state, you rep your club. You know what I
Do
mean?
do you remember man, I'm going way back, but AU used to do it too, but I'm going back to USTU days.
Okay.
And like 2001, it was in Tampa, Florida, and they did the very first day of nationals, they did a march of the states. So each state would hold a banner and walk in. And
Yes.
yeah, and I remember being 2001, I was 10,
Oh
10
my
years
God.
old with the banner, and we got set right next to Ohio, and we were like
Were you trash talking
Michigan,
Ohio?
Michigan, everyone Ohio, and they were just chanting back. But I will remember that for the rest of my life. Like, and then I remember AAU doing something along those lines when I was younger too. But now things have gotten so big because that took like a whole day just to introduce the states. So, but I remember, but I love it, and I'm
I just
excited to be
picture
going back.
10-year-old Cove just like trash talking some guys from Ohio.
Yeah, 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 10 years old was a different me, but he's still there somewhere. So in regards to nationals, I'm gonna be in
Yes.
Fort Lauderdale. You're gonna be in
I'm gonna
Fort
be in Fort
Lauderdale.
Lauderdale.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Wait,
You haven't been to a nationals in
uh, 3 years now? Two? No,
since
three.
COVID?
Yeah, three. Since
Since
COVID.
COVID. Oh
Yes.
man, so 2019 was your last nationals.
I keep
Oh,
getting
that's
stuck at home,
awesome.
man. It's ridiculous.
Ladies and gentlemen, and athletes of all ages, the one and only Coach Nikki is going to be at nationals. You make sure you come in, bow, and give her a dab up
It's not
and
that
say hi,
heavy. It's not that
because
serious.
we don't know. We don't know. It could be another 3-year drought, but we hope not. We
God,
hope
I
that this
hope
is
not.
it.
I hope not. No,
She's bringing her team. We will be there all. You're going to be there all week.
I get an on 4th of July.
4th of July. Okay, so I'll be in a couple days earlier. But I'm registered. You're registered.
I am registered.
Hey, we hope that you athletes are getting registered, whatever organization you represent, or hey, maybe it's both. Get on board, claim that national title. You want to know what's cooler than being a state champion? Being a national champion. These last couple weeks, we've talked about world championship, Grand Prix. They all at one time were local champs, state champs, national champs. I mean, so it all comes down to here. So we hope to see you in Fort Lauderdale. I think we have 20 days till July.
Is it
So
20 official?
I think we're on a countdown. So
Oh, geez,
it's
yeah, you're right.
today's, there we go. So 20 days, I will be in your state, and I'm excited for that. We are so
I'll be
glad.
in NC at the end of the month, and then I head straight from there and straight over to Fort Lauderdale from there. We have that cadet training camp in North Carolina.
Nice. And then where are you going after nationals? Somewhere in August, I heard.
Yes, we have Cadet Worlds in Bosnia in August.
Bosnia, Coach Nikki representing Team USA, and will be coaching these awesome cadet athletes at World Championship.
With some
Super
awesome coaches.
excited.
The coaching staff we're super excited for Worlds.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And these kids, I mean, what greater preparation than getting a chance at nationals right before, and then going on over to World Championship.
Yeah.
So, and that I look forward to talking about that, and I look forward to. I'm going to call it right now. At least five medals. Team USA is bringing home from Cadet World.
I know that I come out and I'm super like, biased. I'm always like, yeah, USA. No matter what, I'm like, no, we're gonna medal, dude. We're gonna medal in every.
Amen.
I can guarantee I think we have 17. I'm going to say at the very least, no matter the color, at least 15 medals.
All right.
Right now. Have you seen
let's go. The future is bright with Team USA.
Yes. You seen that show on Peacock? It's about the police academy or the police station in New York. I can't remember.
Yes.
You know how he's like 1,000 push-ups, 15
Is
medals.
that the one where they sing the where they're in the lineup and he's like, now
yes,
number
they sing
5.
Backstreet Boys.
Yes. And I won't get into my singing. That we'll have to charge a subscription if I start bringing out the vocals.
Listen,
but,
you gotta make some cash somehow, Cove.
There you go, Rick. Shoot. But super excited to see everybody at Nationals. It's going to be another fabulous year. COVID is far behind us, and now we have a chance to see everybody. It's like we talked about it, or very episode, I think maybe 1 or 2, that we see this Taekwondo family almost more than our other family members. So I am excited to see everybody. I mean, we get on each other's nerves. We bring joy. We bring all this stuff like that. So we are a family. So that's a big thing. And seeing the Florida Gold Coast family come together was super awesome. Best of luck to the hopefully USA Taekwondo family, regardless if you're academy, tops, your own club at Costa Rica. Let's be one country and let's show the love and let's bring home some. It's G2 medals.
G2, yes, sir.
G2. Cool. So welcome back, Coach Nikki. I'm Master Covert. We're missing my man and her husband.
I was gonna say that's my man. Listen.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my buddy. So Master Toby Oliver, safe flight, sir, and we will talk to you soon. But everyone, get registered for Nationals. We'll see you next week. This is In the Ring. I'm Master Covert, back with Coach Nikki, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.